Λοιπόν, η τρίτη παρουσίαση έρχεται από το εξωτερικό. Έχουμε μαζί μας τον Αλμπέρτο, ο οποίος είναι developer advocate στην BrainTree, μια εταιρεία της PayPal, που θα μας εξηγήσει τα σχετικά ο ίδιος καλύτερα και θα μας μιλήσει για την BrainTree και για το προϊόν που έχει βγάλει τον τελευταίο καιρό, το v.zero, και τις δυνατότητες με τις οποίες μας δίνει για να συνδέεται και να μπορεί να γίνει integrate με το Wordpress. Η ομιλία του θα είναι στα αγγλικά και νομίζω ότι θα έχει πολύ ενδιαφέρον. So, Alberto, the stage is yours. Did I get your name correct in the beginning, Alberto López?
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, we always make that mistake in Greek.
Don't worry, it's okay.
All right, thank you.
Everything that he said is true. I don't understand anything, but it was totally true. I don't understand the BrainTree or PayPal because, sorry, I don't speak Greek. I'm trying to learn Greek, and the only thing that I can say is Kalispera. Sorry. Thank you. Thank you.
This is a PDF.
Yep.
This is the movie. Yeah, but I'm afraid we will not have sound in the movie.
No,
okay.
Don't worry, it's okay.
All right. Yeah. Go on.
So yes, as you can see here, we are going to speak today about WordPress, WooCommerce, v.zero, and IoT. Sorry. Before starting, how many of you are developers here? Raise your hand. Okay, we are not going to see code. Sorry, because yes, it's something that I have a big presentation, big deck with some code. That if you want to see that, I can share after the talk with this kind of code. But yeah, today I want to go smooth between. For this talk because we don't have time. This is the third presentation, and I think that I don't know what is the time, but we have to be faster because I saw that later we are going to have pizzas, and it's okay. Yes, it's cool. So let's start it. Okay, this is me. Yeah. I don't know how can I say that, but it's hello. So hello, I'm Alberto. I'm from Spain. Maybe you can notice because of my accent. When I speak English and even when I speak Spanish, I have a strong accent. If you have any doubt about something that I can say, please raise your hand, and I'm gonna repeat with the same accent. It's okay. Don't worry. No. I work as developer advocate at BrainTree Dev, and what is BrainTree Dev? Okay, there is two companies, PayPal, BrainTree, and we are in the middle of two companies, and we are BrainTree Dev, and we work as technical public relations for both companies. We try to give talks, give workshops, attend to workshops, attend to talks, and being the bridge between these two companies and you, the few developers that are here, entrepreneurs, startups, designers, people who are related with the IT world. And this is me. I want to share with you, before starting with the topic, that this year, do you know what is BattleHack? Okay, BattleHack is a series of hackathons that we run around the world, and the idea that we have is we want to have the best hackers in the world competing for an axe that I'm gonna show you later. And this year is gonna happen here on 13th and 31st of May. We are gonna have here a BattleHack here in the hub. And the idea is like, if you are the winner, you have to compete to other hackers that we are gonna be here, other local hackers, and if you win, you can win an axe. I promise that this is a real axe. Yes, it's heavy, it's amazing, and when you are on the stage, you have to do it like this. It's impossible carrying this axe, but it's cool. And if you are the winners, the local winners here in Athens, you have to compete in San Francisco in the World Finals. We are gonna take you from here. I'm gonna pay you a trip to San Francisco in November. And you are going to have to compete with the rest of the winners of the world, and you can win $100,000 for you. We are going to put in your PayPal account $100,000 for whatever you want to do with this $100,000. I'm going to share with you this information. Maybe you can sign up it's free, and you are gonna enjoy 24 hours here hacking and having good food, having good beer, and everything. It's gonna be cool. And we do that because we love hackers. We are hackers, or we try to be hackers. When I speak about hackers, it's not somebody who is, you know, midnight hacking, trying to enter in a website and screw up the website. I speaking about people who try to make better our world, and we love innovation. And we love innovation because, at least from my point of view, today or nowadays, we have 3 levers that make it possible that we can innovate as fast as we want. So the levers of innovation that makes it possible to innovate is, the first one is, we are in the era of rapid prototype. Do you know more or less what is that? Do you know Agile, Kanban, blah, blah, the 3D printer? This is the idea. Right now, you can use these technologies and these things to create in short time something that could be work and could possible that you make business. And right now, we can't do that. The second one is that right now we are in the era of open source ages. A few years ago, if you want to work with some company or with any company, or you want to make something with any API or SDK, you have to ask to that company, please give me access to your SDK or your API. Right now, you can go on internet and look all the APIs that companies are sharing every day. And this is cool because from that point of view, you can improve your business or your ideas using this kind of APIs or SDKs. And from the point of view of the companies, you are going to have thousands of developers working for you and giving you feedback for free, or for, you know, only for make your API or SDK better. Sorry, I have to. And the third lever, and I want to go deeply in this lever, is that right now we are in the era of Internet of Things, or era of Internet of Everything. You know, a few years ago we have some fridges that were intelligent, and right now we have everything is intelligent. You have, yes, a few weeks ago I saw that right now you have a tab that if you have an injury, it's gonna be connected to internet, and it's gonna send your position and everything to the hospital, and you are gonna have assistance or healthy assistance in few minutes. And it's really cool because we can create something cool using these kind of technologies. And it's not a, you know, flash in the pan. It's something that is happening right now, and we can see. Do you know what is that? This is the hypercycle. It's really cool. It's something that the Gartner company made in 2014, and the idea is like, you know, they asking about some question to everybody, and they prepared this graphic. And on this graphic, we can see that Internet of Things is leading the way right now. It's something that right now is in the top of the roof, and everybody's speaking about that, everybody's doing things with that. But for example, NFC is in the low level. So it's something that we have to keep in mind if we want to be successful in business. And there's another information that I want to share with you. In 2015, we are going to have around 5 billion of connected things. Imagine that. I think that everything is connected, but there is another information that in 2020 we are going to have around 17 billion of things connected. Imagine that. It's going to be that everything is going to be connected. Maybe we are going to be full. Or no, I don't know. So the idea, speaking on business, because today I think that everybody here is related with WordPress, maybe somebody, some of you are related with WooCommerce. The idea here is speaking that the line between the online and the offline world is really thinner, thanks to the IoT, or Internet of Things. And if you are running some business in online world, thanks to the Internet of Things, you can go to the offline world and make it possible. And this line is right now the sweet spot. It's called the sweet spot. It's the place or the area where it is happening. And today we are going to see later an example that I did a few weeks ago. And I think that with this example we have to keep in mind that it is possible take some idea from the online world and go into the offline world and make it possible. Those are the actors that are right now doing things with Internet of Things. We have big companies like IBM or Jawbone. IBM, for example, is gonna have right now. A few weeks ago, I read that they are planning about spending of $3,000 million, something like that, on Internet of Things for the companies. So it's something that is not only for a startup or entrepreneurs or hackers. It's something that right now the companies are taking care of that, and they want to make it possible. Do you know something about smart cities? Smart city is something that we have Athens, and we put some sensor around Athens, and using this sensor we can send information on real time to a data center, and with this information we can create some routes for the public services, public transportation, and make Athens better. So this is the idea of what is a smart city. So we have all of these actors, and all of these actors, or the majority of them, have the APIs and the SDKs open. So it's really cool because you can play with the APIs and create something cool. And right now we are going to see a case study. Please, it's a fake, because when I saw it in Madrid, at the end of the talk, I was speaking with somebody, and somebody told me, we can create this thing and make it possible. No, it's a fake, I promise. It's not a real business. It's only a demo. So we are going to create a fake story. Imagine that I am Greek. Sorry for my strong accent, but I am Greek. Yes, we are in the coin of the inventor, so I feel like Greek. Actually, when I was coming across the street, I feel like I was at home, because I could understand everybody here. Well, I could hear everybody here, but I couldn't understand anything. So it was like, yeah, it's like Madrid, but maybe I have to train my ears. So I want to be an inventor, because I saw that there are a lot of APIs that are open source. There are a lot of IoT devices that I can use, and I want to make business with WordPress and WooCommerce. And I decided that, and it's true, 9 out of 10 people like chocolate, and the 10th person I was right. It's true. Everybody loves chocolate. So I create something cool. I have to say that, Eureka. I don't know if it is correct in Greek, but it's more or less, I know. So I decided to create the candy machine. It's really cool because it's a normal candy machine that you can buy on eBay for $20. And I put inside of it an IoT device. We are going to see what kind of device I put a screen, and you can buy you can buy candies using WordPress online, using your mobile device, and grab the candies on your hand thanks to the candy machine. But I want to have an empire. So you want to have an empire is because you want to have candy machines everywhere. Okay? To have that, for having that, there are some problems that maybe you have to have in mind. One is scalability. You need WordPress, or you need some CMS to do that. The second one is operational management, and you want to create one environment that is going to be growing day by day. You have to create you have to have a professional platform. And this is my project stack. I promise that this is real. I created. So I'm going to use WordPress, WooCommerce for all the e-commerce stuff, BrainTree for the payments, and Sparkcore, that is the IoT device that I want to use. And why? Well, as I said before, I want to use open source technologies. WordPress is open source. It's scalable. You can have WordPress if you are going to run a blog, or even if you are the NASA and you have your portal to speak about the things that you are going to do in the moon. As we said before, it's really easy to manage. It's really easy. Everybody's doing cool things on WordPress, so you are going to have a lot of plugins that you can use for everything. And it's ready for mobile. So it's cool. Why WooCommerce? Sorry. Well, because they have, WooCommerce is free, or the core at least is free. You have to pay if you want to have some premium things, but as it is free and it's open source, you can create some plugins by your own, and it's going to be okay. It's really, really flexible. You can do whatever you want. I don't know if you have tested before, but I really like for running e-commerce on WordPress. Behind WooCommerce is the UTM support. So you are UTM support. You are going to have a great support on real time, more or less. It's really professional, but it's simple. It's prepared to grow. So remember that we want to create an empire, and you have a lot of plugins. So if you want to make it, if you think that there is something that you have to develop in WooCommerce, maybe you have to find, because you are going to have the plugin. You are looking for the plugin. And it's really cool because I saw a few weeks ago that practically everything, or the major part of the CMS or e-commerce platforms that are right now online are running on WooCommerce, and it's really cool. And here is the part that I am an expert. And you want to keep in mind that payments are painful. Nobody wants to pay. For example, I'm gonna do an experiment right now. After this conference, I'm gonna invite you a beer. Do you want it? Do you want a beer? Okay, but you have to pay. This is not cool. This is not cool because, you know, nobody wants to pay. Payments are painful. And, you know, out of jokes, we have these facts. And for me, the more important fact is like people want to have as many options or as many payment options that you can show as better you are going to have, you are going to have more payments. The idea is like some people are always, or some people pay always with the same payment method, but they want to have a lot of payment methods. So with v.zero, we can have these payment methods. We only have to integrate one time, and we are going to have these payment methods. It's awesome because even you can have bitcoins. I don't know if you know, for the calling machine, anybody's going to pay with Coinbase, but it's cool. It's mobile already. Oops, sorry. It's really easy because you don't have to deal with any personal information. The idea is like, as we are professional in payments, you don't have to deal with any personal information. You are going to have a payment nonce, that is a key, to finish the transaction. But all of the personal information of your customers are going to store, it's going to be stored in our platform. So for you, it's really cool because you don't have to pay. Do you know what is a PCI license? Cool. I am looking that everybody's doing like this. PCI license is like you have to pay, if you want to manage any personal information, you have to pay to the, we will say internet government, or less, to make it understandable. Sorry. And the idea is like you have to store this information on a safe place. It's really ultra slim. I cannot show you the codes because this is a PDF, but on the front end you only have to write 15 lines of code, and in the back end you only have to write about 30 lines of code. And you are going to have a payment gateway. So it's really, really ultra slim. It's elegant. We are going to see in some slides where is the look and feel, and it's invisible. As I said before, you don't have to deal with any personal information, and this is great because all these kind of things that sometimes are painful are going to be managed by us, and it's really cool. You are going to have 40 countries in your pocket, so you can have payments from 40 countries, and you are going to have 130 currencies. It's really, really awesome. Speaking as developer, we see that in front end we can develop the v.zero SDK for Android, Apple, and JavaScript, and in the back end we have all of these languages. In WordPress we are going to use those ones. So we can do that for WordPress or for WooCommerce. And right now we are going to speak about IoT. Why Spark? Spark is a small device. It's really, really small, and it's one of the, from my point of view, one of the best devices that you can use if you want to start in this kind of Internet of Things stuff. So the first thing is also it's open source. It has Wi-Fi. It's really, really tiny, and it has Wi-Fi. It's really cool. It's really tiny. You can develop in Python, you can develop in JavaScript. They accept a lot of platforms and a lot of languages, so it's really cool. They have a huge community developing things, so you are going to have support practically on real time. And you are going to have a huge number of plugins that you can use. And here is where the problems are coming. Because when I started to develop v.zero, I saw that there is no plugin for WooCommerce or for WordPress, and there is no any plugin for Spark Core and WooCommerce. But don't worry, we can do that. We are going to see that it is really, really easy. The first thing that we have to consider is like I create this payment from scratch, so I could do whatever I wanted. I'm going to use WooCommerce as checkout manager. It's a prototype. Please don't kill me. It's a prototype. So the plugin is in alpha phase. If anybody is interested in seeing the code, I can share it. And the payment mode is in beta phase. So it works. Sorry, it's in Spanish, but I can think that it's understandable. The idea is like this button is the guilty of the problems, because you know when you click on this button, you are going to submit all the payment form. And the problem that we have with v.zero is like you are going to have this payment gateway, but it's going to be managed by BrainTree. So you cannot go inside. All the information that is going to be written here is going to be managed by us. You are going to have only a payment method. But for having this payment method, before submitting the payment form, the whole payment form, you have to submit this form. What is the problem? That the general payment form that we have in WooCommerce doesn't allow to do this kind of thing. So, okay, the solution is I'm going to put checkbox button on this part, and when you click on this checkbox button, you are going to submit our payment form, and you are going to have the payment nodes that you can store in a hidden field. This is the only code that I want to show with you. Is IoT, you know, maybe you can think that IoT is really, really hard to integrate. You only have to integrate these functions, and you are going to have an IoT device connected to your WordPress and your WooCommerce platform without doing any more. You can see that there are a few lines of code. And you know, sometimes I bring the real candy machine, but when you have to deal with the custom in the airport, it's a pain in the ass. Sorry, but I have to say that. Because I remember when I tried to bring this candy machine to Vienna, I had a problem with the police when I was coming back to Madrid. So I decided that when I have to travel abroad, I am not going to bring the candy machine. Sorry, you are going to see that on a video. That's a pity, but it's not my problem. It's the police problem. You know, because they think that it's a kind of bomb or something. I don't know. Yeah, sometimes. And so, as I said before, we are going to see a video. But this is a PDF, so we have to go to the folder that is here. So as you can see here, I create a platform. So the only thing that you have to do is add the candies, proceed to the checkout. And as you can see, this payment gateway is going to be created by us. You don't have to create anything. And this is a cool idea. We are going to tweet something because the candy machine can tweet, please grab your candies. It's really cool. At least my niece really like it. And as you can see here, and I want to stop the video, all the information, you are going to have in a visual mode all of the information that you are going to write. So you can see that if you started to write your credit card, you are going to see that it's a Visa. If you start with a MasterCard, you are going to see that it's a MasterCard. You don't have to really, have you ever been in the situation that you have to write the expiration date of your credit card number, and it's like September 2014, and you see your credit card is like 11/14. What is 11? October, November. So it's like here you don't have to deal with this kind of information. You have to write in the same format that you have in your credit card, so it's faster. And the CVV is going to be served in a tiny icon that is over there, where is the CVV of your credit card. So it's really, really visual. In this way, we are going to try that our payments are not painful. Okay, we have said, as you can see here, right now is submitting the payment form. Place order. The real candy machine, I promise that I have it. Is the trade. We couldn't see the candies. Sorry. And the transaction ID. So, with this silly demo, I can show you that it is possible connecting WordPress, WooCommerce, Internet of Things, and using v.zero as payment gateway. And it's enough. Let me close. I'm coming back to the presentation. Wait. What is that? Oh, so, as a conclusion, we can speak that, as I said before, Internet of Things is not flash in the pan. It's something that we have to keep in mind if we want to run a business and make money. E-commerce can live with IoT. They are not two separated technologies, so we can create business. And if we want to have, or we want to reach the Olympo of payments, we have to keep in mind that maybe our payment gateway has to be invisible, elegant, and ultra slim, as we said before. And maybe we can create something cool using WordPress, WooCommerce, Internet of Things, and BrainTree v.zero SDK. And now it's time to questions. If you have one, ask him. Yes, if you have any question, please feel free.
Περίμενε.
How do you say? Περίμενε?
Περίμενε. It means wait a minute.
Okay.
Thank you.
I just take your site as you told, And when I choose where is my business, it says, okay, Greece. But I have a problem that most of my customers are in Russia, and you don't support there to be there, my business. You accept from their payments?
Yes, because with v.zero, we take care of merchants. You know, you can receive payments around the world because the customers are going to have, your customers are going to have a credit card number. So you can write a credit card number.
Most of the visas, Russian visas, does not work in Europe.
The Russian visas?
Visa cards.
Oh, yeah, but if it is a visa?
2 years.
But if it is a visa, it's going to be accepted.
Oh, okay.
Andrea.
Oh, okay.
I believe this guy has used BrainTree as a developer.
Yes,
So
we're using BrainTree as our payment gateway, so
cool.
We know about your solution. Question.
Yep.
How painful is it to implement BrainTree PayPal payments and also BrainTree 3D Secure, which I believe you guys just released?
So how painful? As I said,
what does it mean? I mean, for somebody who's already implemented and used the v.zero SDK and is using BrainTree as a gateway and everything's fine, and now they want a PayPal method. This is our case. And also we have 3D Secure in Europe, which I think is mandatory from 2015. And all transactions slowly need to be implemented using this method. What does this mean from a development effort for front-end or back-end development, and what changes in general from your experience are required?
If you want, we can see later the lines of code that you have to integrate. There are really few lines of code. So if you want to add some kind of special features, as you said before, like even SEPA, that is an important thing to keep in mind, you only have to add some lines of code in your backend. So the idea is like you are going to have the core, that is the proper BrainTree 0 SDK with 30 lines of code, and you only have to add some lines of code. You don't have to create another new integration for these kind of things. So it's like plug and play models. So it's really cool.
But the UI part
No, in your payment form, you are going to have the same fields. You are going to have the credit card, the CVV, the expiration date, and it's in the back end when you have to implement these kind of things.
So we have another question from a guy who is watching us online.
Hello.
Hello, Dimitris. So the question is, would a real user who lives in Greece feel safe, not a developer, the end user, to use a service like yours in contrast to a service given by a Greek bank, for instance?
You know, we are one of the leaders on payment methods in US. We are a PayPal company, and PayPal is known that we are very safe, and you can be safe if you use PayPal or v.zero, because we have filters. You know, the merchant can implement some filters, but in our side we have filters to protect you as customer and protect the merchant.
Mm-hmm. So what you're saying is that you are actually giving the assurance that a company like PayPal gives.
Yes, we are going to protect with filters that the transaction is really safe, and you are not going to have problems as customers or as merchants. Sorry.
All right. Thanks.
Welcome.
Κάποια άλλη ερώτηση, αν υπάρχει?
Yes.
All right.
What's
We'll go to cover. Thank you very much.
Thank you for being here, and I want to remind you that here, if you go to badahack.org Athens, you can sign up and maybe win $100,000. So thank you. Thank you.